In 2003, something extraordinary was discovered in one of the driest places on Earth. It measured just 6 inches long. It had an elongated skull, only 10 pairs of ribs, bones that appeared far older than they should have been. To many people, it wasn't human. Some called it proof that we were not alone. For years, this tiny skeleton became one of the world's most debated alleged alien discoveries. But the real story turned out to be far more tragic. Please subscribe, share, and turn on notifications for unanswered evidence. It truly does help. The Atacama Desert in northern Chile is one of the harshest environments on Earth. Ancient mining towns sit abandoned beneath an endless landscape of rock and sand. In 2003, near the deserted settlement of La Noria, a local man searching through an abandoned church discovered a small cloth bundle. Inside was a tiny skeleton, unlike anything most people had ever seen. Barely 6 inches long, with a long, narrow skull, and bones that looked unusually mature for its size. Photographs spread across the internet almost immediately. Theories followed. Some believed it was evidence of extraterrestrial life. Others claimed it represented an unknown species. Television specials and documentaries fueled the mystery, presenting the skeleton, soon nicknamed Ata, as one of the strongest pieces of alleged alien evidence ever found. It was easy to understand why. 10 pairs of ribs instead of 12, a dramatically elongated skull, bone density that didn't match its size. To many observers, it simply didn't look human. But science doesn't begin with appearances. It begins with evidence. Years later, researchers obtained permission to examine DNA samples from the remains. The results were definitive. Ada was fully human, a female with Chilean ancestry. Genetic analysis revealed multiple rare mutations affecting bone development and growth. Those mutations explained everything: the skull shape, the rib count, the unusual bone density. Researchers concluded the remains most likely belonged to a fetus or newborn who had suffered from severe genetic disorders. One by one, the claims of extraterrestrial origin collapsed under examination, but solving one mystery revealed another. Who was this child? How did her remains end up abandoned in an isolated mining town? And should they ever have left Chile at all? As Ada became famous, serious questions emerged about whether the remains of a human child should have been bought, sold, and studied without the knowledge or consent of local communities. The story was no longer about aliens. It had become about ethics and respect for the dead. Eventually, the remains were returned to Chile. Science didn't make the story less fascinating. It made it more human. If this case caught your attention, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for unanswered evidence so you don't miss the next one. New cases weekly.